Brooklyn Vale wrote, "Hey guys, awesome show today. Just wondering, what was your favorite surprise casting choice?"
Oh.
Well, we spoke about Heath Ledger.
Yeah. Heath Ledger was
because
good.
I remember when that was announced, it was like, the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You? What?
People were pissed. I also felt the way about Chris Pratt, because everyone's like, really? How's he gonna get ripped and stack and carry a franchise? Well, he did.
Yes.
Very, very well.
I mean, surprise casting choices are always, they're the ones that we remember are the ones that you guys are talking about where it's like, that sounded insane, yet it was incredible, and the guy won an Oscar. The ones that didn't work, you're like, why was The Rock cast as the Tooth Fairy? Yeah, let's not talk about that.
You're gonna bring the Tooth Fairy into this
I'm just saying, it popped into my mind. Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like the Netherlands of like, yes, he won an Oscar, and the other like, I'm trying to slowly bury that with other good quality films where that will be at the bottom of my, it's like, I don't know. For me, I can always go back to Michael Keaton, where people are like, Mr. Mom,
oh,
as Batman, and yet
totally.
now he's
one of the best.
So, some of everybody's favorite Batman. It's either him or Adam West or Christian Bale, and then the others kind of fall into like a lower category until we get a new Batman. Ben Affleck will probably be somebody's best and most favorite Batman, especially kids growing up now. When the movie comes out, they'll be teenagers, and then they'll be like, "Man, that was my Batman, Ben Affleck."
Everyone was surprised about that when that was announced.
Yeah.
Also, Eddie Redmayne for Theory of Everything with Stephen Hawking. I thought he was a great actor, but I didn't know he had that in him, that level of transformation. So he really surprised me.
And Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. I never would have seen that coming either.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
A lot of the superhero films are the surprising ones because there is the source material that people have a vision of, or other films to compare it to, whatever. Or books, comics, whatever it is. So I do feel like that one has a lot of weighted opinions. But yeah, or historical real-life figures where you're just like, are you going to pull this off? Yes, you are.
Yeah, unless you're Daniel Day-Lewis, then you're like,
whatever.
Steve Martin is George Washington in Washington. I would see that.
I loved all the president cameos in The Butler.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. I liked all that.
It was like, oh, that's that guy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, or the secret casting. Like, I don't know if we should talk about Interstellar with that one person who pops up.
I
won't do it. I'm not going to, but you'll be like,
that was a surprise.
You can tweet us after.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
David Jones writes, "Hey AMC movie crew, love the show. I was curious if you've heard anything on Trick or Treat 2.
I have not.
No.
I have definitely not.
I have. I've heard it's in production. And I can't remember his name. He's a writer who wrote a bunch of stuff with Bryan Singer. That's what he's primarily known for. Madonahue or something. I can't remember his name. But he wrote and directed Trick or Treat. And then that was caught up in this like legal rights issue for about 4 years. It was just in the can. And a bunch of people were like myself were like, I want to see that anthology horror movie. What's up? And enough people finally were vocal that they released it. Very, very limited release. It was out on Blu-ray and DVD. And it just got a big audience. Like the little character, Sam, this little pumpkin-headed murder creature, and then he tells all these stories that take place on Halloween. It's really fun. And it's not a big budget film, and it made all its money back. So that's what I heard is the film is written and they're in production, in some form of production. So yeah, there'll be a Trick or Treat too. I don't know when.
Cool.
Sounds like your jam.
Right?
Yeah, you've seen the first one, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. And I don't know, I'm more forgiving with horror films. A lot of people maybe are horror. It doesn't necessarily scare me, like I might be like, oh, that was a cheap trick or this or that, but I still just love the ambiance and the tone and the energy of seeing a scary movie in the theater with people.
Shared experience.
Yeah, even with the complete and utter cheapness, the cheap out scare of Ouija. I saw that with a friend. I was like, man, but it's still, or the little like, I didn't see it. Oh, they got me. Or the, I can't see through this lens. Weird creature. No,
I hate
that. They're gonna do it.
I don't want to see it.
Even if it wouldn't make my best horror film list, I still like the experience.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's fun.
That's a great thing. If you go see a Blumhouse movie, even if it's a cheap, lame horror film, that you're gonna get at least 5 jumps. Oh, there was a cat. Oh, you got me.
It's a cat. Or like the fake stare, they look in the mirror, you're like, oh, it's coming, and then they put it down and it's not there, but then a second later,
right?
It's like,
they move the mirror, like, oh, when the mirror comes back, the creature's not there.
No,
the creature's there. Yeah, it's a constant. Like,
I want to watch another scary movie. Speaking of which, tangent. The Taking of Deborah Logan. One of my buddies wrote it, Gavin. It's on Netflix right now. It is scary. It's a found footage film, which is really hit or miss for me.
Right.
I am telling you, it is creepy. I had to watch something funny after, okay? A lot of movies don't have that effect on me.
Can you say the title of it? Because the title is not scary.
Taking of Deborah Logan. Well, she gets possessed, and they think she's suffering from Alzheimer's, right? And so they're doing this whole documentary on it. Well, it's not what you think, and it's creepy, and it's atmospheric, and it's awesome, and it's on Netflix.
Awesome.
So shout out to great people who made that.
The Taking of Deborah
Logan, I think it's Logan. But you'll find it, The Taking, and it's getting a lot of love.
Congrats
so
to your friend, but I'm never watching that.
It's really good.
Totally watching
Okay, let's take one more good question.
All right, Ann Curtis writes, do you think it was a mistake for them to release both Interstellar and Big Hero 6 on the same day?
No, it just is a really fun weekend for film fans because they're so different, even though it appeals pretty much to all three of us, both of them. But, you know, Disney, Pixar films, they're unstoppable. This is charming. It also caters to the comic book audience. And then Interstellar, Christopher Nolan, obviously, and that stacked cast, sci-fi, exploration, should be seen on 70mm, biggest screen possible. So no, I think it's just a really exciting time. We're now in the thick of award season, so we're going to continuously have a bunch of box office competitors because of the quality of films coming out. So I think it's exciting. But to the studios, sure, they're, you know, because I saw a Fandango report where Interstellar was like a percentage higher for prediction, but you don't know what's going to happen.
It's very different audiences. One's for kids and the other is for adults. But I like the fact that this weekend we have 3 movies about science in cinemas. You got Interstellar, The Theory of Everything, and Big Hero 6. I think that's great. That's great.
That's a triple feature. I was joking earlier, like A Theory of Everything is like about black holes. Interstellar is about black holes. You see, that's a double feature right there, depending on which one you want to rock first. I don't know. Interstellar is kind of a standalone. I would see it not as a double feature because it's almost 3 hours.
But it doesn't drag to me.
It doesn't drag. It's a really, go see it. Definitely, if you can see it in IMAX, see it in IMAX. It is really quite an experience. But if you want to cry, go see Big Hero 6. That's what, I haven't seen him seeing it later, but that's what everyone keeps telling me. I couldn't stop crying. I'm like, what's happening with this?
It's pretty dark at times.
I'll bring the tissues, okay? It's a date.
If you don't want to cry, see Interstellar. If you want to cry, see Big Hero 6.
All right, guys.
Hey, everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.